what the acronym for SMART goal means. Like what the S would mean, M-A-R-T-R.
Measurable, attainable.
Okay.
Specific.
Mm-hmm. So the first thing we're going to do is a little activity that's kind of going to get you an opportunity to feel what a SMART goal looks like or feels like. So I'm going to ask us all in a moment to stand up. We're going to walk out of the room. We're going to get in line. And then the goal is to come back into the room as quickly as we can. Okay? So let's give it a try.
Okay.
All right. Enter.
Hurry up, you're
slow. I'm going to run this way. I'm sorry.
Okay, that took about 10 seconds. So,
I told y'all put me in bed because I have my heel. I said that.
all right, so that took about 10 seconds. So do we think we can beat that goal?
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna go back out, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna see if we can get our back.
sashay in here.
I said back. Hold
Yeah.
on. I need to move this the other way.
Don't
the other way. I
sashay
did
in
first.
here.
Thank you.
Nobody got
See how we coming up with
run.
ways that we gonna do it?
Run in here.
I think that's a part of.
Miss Rivera, go in the front.
Yeah, I should go first because I go far.
Yes, you did it first.
Oh, so good. Ready,
Ready, guys? Ready.
go. Okay, 7 minutes, 65 seconds.
7 minutes.
7
7 seconds.
We still,
See?
Okay.
7.65. Do we think we can do it any faster?
No.
we're going to try.
I think we can.
Okay, one last try. What is our goal going to be?
We don't
for
have to
this
sit
one?
down. Now that I think about it, it says to be. You said to be in the room.
No, sitting down.
Oh.
So that was a good one though.
So have your
So-
chairs
But
out.
that's heavy in your chair.
Out
And
ready.
can we move the chairs over there?
Yeah, we want them there. Can we move them?
Yeah.
Come on.
I didn't say how. All I said was.
Let's make it specific.
Specific is,
You know what's my favorite when kids say, I want to be Pacific.
I said because it's hard to get that SP sound.
so,
I'm sitting right here.
and I'm going to sit right there.
Go ahead, you can fall over top of the
That's funny. I didn't think of
You
that.
know what? I don't even know if anybody has ever thought about doing that. Are we ready? Go. 3.72 seconds.
We can do that.
Very good.
You go run, because we're good at both 2 lines. We both come in at the same time instead of
I
one
think
line.
we've achieved.
Get up, let's try one more time.
Oh, yes. See,
She
Listen to me, I'm older than
Is that older and
Very
wiser
like goal
somehow?
oriented. You can do it.
So, okay, and I will be here, okay? Let me get in this.
Then you go to this one.
No, I'm holding.
No, then I
But
have to
you-
go around.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Ready? Step by step.
Ready? Go. 2 seconds.
I think we get, I'm kidding.
A half a second.
All right, let's go back to our teacher. We're gonna have a good conversation
Yeah,
about this
I like
goal
that.
and what actually
I
occurred.
like Miss Cruz. I like the way
You
she
didn't like
thinks.
me before?
No, I like the way you think.
Now, this one knows me already.
Miss Hedger was ready to give up.
I'm tired. Yes.
So a while ago, I gave you a handout that kind of goes over what a SMART goal is, and of course the S does stand for specific. So our specific focus was coming back into the room and having a seat, right? So then there were some good questions that came out of it on how we can make it faster. So I noticed that once you guys did it the first time, you rearranged the order. Then you pulled your chairs out so you can get into the chair faster. Then you came in a different way. And then the best question was, well, this said you had to come in, you have to sit down. Then it prompted you to say, okay, let's move our chairs closer to the door so we can actually get to our goal a lot faster. So when you're thinking about a SMART goal, you're thinking about what you want to obtain, and then what things you're going to do differently to make sure you obtain it, and then how specific you can get with the action plan so that you can reach that goal. So it was really interesting because I've done this activity with a group of people, and
That
we've
was nice, I
never
like that.
ever thought about moving the chairs, and I didn't even know that was even an option. But I'm sure when we have the opportunity to like look at it again, they're gonna be surprised because I'm sure nobody ever thought about that. So we're thinking about it being specific. So it's the who, the what, the where, the when, and the why. So we're thinking about our goal for grades 2 and 3, and we know it's going to be around dibbles. Who are we going to be focusing on? Who are we focusing on for our particular goal here at our school? Our what? Students. And we're going to be looking at 2nd and 3rd grade students, right? And what is it that we want to accomplish? So we're looking at our DIBEL score. When we look at the DIBEL score, we're looking at it in composite, like the whole entire thing. But when you progress monitor, are you able to identify how it affects the composite score?
Yeah.
So we're looking at your composite score for your DIBEL students, right? You have some who are red, yellow,
Yes.
green. When you progress monitor, does it tell you how it affects that overall composite score? Okay, let's pull it
No,
up
I
and
don't
see.
see it on mine.
No,
It doesn't
alright,
keep
that's
it
it,
the
no.
same.
I was gonna say.
Right,
It tells you what they
It
scored
doesn't.
though, next to each thing, like.
Cause it's in a separate screen, I don't know that
Yes.
it's something that tells you that it, like, what it does to the composite score, because it's not the actual, like, that's what you're using to know what you need to do in order to have them meet the goal for the next term,
right.
so.
So we know, like, we have about 65% students who are red for correct letter sounds, right? Which is a portion of the composite score, but it's not the entire composite score. Do we know how much of the composite score comes from correct letter sounds?
No.
No. So because of that, it's difficult to pinpoint exactly what we want to create a goal around. So our overall goal, of course, is that we are going to move 10% of our students in proficiency, an increase of 10%. So if we have 23%, we're going to increase it to 33%, right? So if we can increase it to 33%, that means that red and yellow will, what's going to happen to the amount of students in red and yellow?
It'll go down.
It'll go down, right. And we don't necessarily know if it's gonna go down a whole 10% in red, or a whole 10% in yellow, or where it's going to come from. But we know that our goal is that we want to make sure that we increase those children who are on or above grade level by 10%. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so our time frame is the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So we have it until May of 2020 is when I think we take like our last one. Then we have our progress monitoring that come in between. And we need to be looking at the progress monitoring to determine if we're making movement to that goal. But because we don't have a way to directly affect the composite score to know, we're gonna have to pick an area that we can progress monitor around. Does that make sense? So, yes.
Is there, correct me if I'm wrong, but, so you want us to, it's like a drop box or something, so instead of monitoring all, we would just focus on one?
No, we're still gonna monitor all, but we're going to cycle around one,
Got it.
right? Because when it comes up, it tells you everything the child has to do. So in order for them to have shown that they completed that progress monitoring window, they would have to do all those parts of the test. The difference is we cannot action plan around every component. So we have to find the one that we feel like is gonna impact the greatest, okay? So what I want you to do is pull up your Amplify data, and we're gonna have a conversation around what we're gonna specifically plan around for our action plan, and then how that's gonna impact our SMART goal.